It was clear that Jimmy Aldaoud was in distress once he got to Iraq.
I begged them, I said, please, I've never seen that country, I've never been there. However, they forced me, I'm here now, and I don't understand the language, anything. I've been sleeping in the street, I'm diabetic, I take insulin shots, I've been throwing up, sleeping in the street, trying to find something to eat.
Ever since the Trump administration's immigration crackdown began, many distressing videos have been circulated, but this was the first to foretell the death of a man whose lawyers had warned that deportation to Iraq could be fatal. He was deported in June. 63 days later, he was dead.
He was on a bench in this airport in Najaf with basically just the clothes on his back, with nothing. He had no food, he had no water, he had nothing. An airport official took pity on him, gave him some food, called his family, and that's how they found out that he had been deported. It was incredibly, incredibly cool.
In a statement, Immigration and Customs Enforcement said Aldaoud had a criminal record and so had no legal basis to remain in the U.S., and that he was given a full complement of medicine to ensure continuity of care. The Detroit area has one of the largest populations of those with Iraqi heritage outside of Iraq. Many, like Jimmy, are Chaldean Catholics who came to the U.S. as refugee children. Around 1,000 green card holders currently face deportation to Iraq because they have a criminal record, no matter how minor. Even though they served their time in jail and many, like Jimmy, have no connection to Iraq, ICE is determined to send them to a country that the State Department says no American should travel to because it's too dangerous as a result of the U.S. invasion. And Jimmy wasn't the first to be sent back.
Of the individuals that we're in contact with, there's some individuals we don't know what happened to them. We don't know if they're alive or they're dead. The individuals that we've spoken to, many of them are in terrible situations. They are in hiding. Some have been assaulted. Some have been shot at. We know that Jimmy obviously died.
Many in the Chaldean community supported Donald Trump in the 2016 election, encouraged by pledges of social conservatism and the protection of religious minorities abroad.
Nearly 90,000 Chaldean registered voters. He won the state by 10,000 or so absolutely it could impact the election.
And it's not just Iraqis like Jimmy who face deportation to countries with which they have no connection. Several Asian and African countries are being pressured to accept deportees, even though they too would face an uncertain future in countries they don't know.
One other thing I wanted to say about Jimmy is that, we were speaking to him shortly before his death. He really wanted to share his story as a way to make sure that other people wouldn't experience what he experienced.
Shihab, Rattansi, Aljazeera, Detroit, Michigan.